Hi, welcome to Mindful Meditoga with Kevin. Mindful Meditoga is a mixture between mindfulness, meditation, and yoga. They're all blended into one beautiful flow. We use the awareness breath in Mindful Meditoga. Awareness breath is a deep inhale through your nose, and on the exhale, you sigh it out and then you pause for a moment of stillness. You can breathe normally here during this time, but you're pausing the body, staying in character to notice the changes, notice the difference. After every set of postures, it releases new sensations in the body. Your challenge is to notice those new sensations and kind of enjoy them along the way. Be aware of them. Be aware of the changes. I hope you enjoy today's practice. So we're going to start by coming to just a comfortable seated position on your mat, whatever that looks like to you. Close your eyes and take some of the biggest, deepest breaths of the day in through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Do 3 more of those on your own time. Give yourself gratitude for coming today and making this a priority. Bring your awareness to an imaginary threshold. This threshold represents the transition from your busy thoughts to the present moment, right here, right now. And as we step across this threshold, acknowledge to yourself, I have arrived in my safe place. Take a deep awareness breath in through the nose. And on the exhale, pause for a moment of stillness, just to notice where you're at right now. Notice how you feel. Good. Take another deep breath in. And on the exhale, we're going to start today by coming into a very active child's pose. So you're going to close your eyes here and you're just going to move left and right, up and down. You're just going to move the body however it feels good to you. And while you're moving and scanning through the body, you're going to connect your breath. So you're going to inhale through your nose and then exhale through pursed lips like you're blowing out a candle. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through pursed lips. And just keep that rhythm going with your breath. Every time we switch postures, just reconnect with that. Inhale through your nose. Exhale very slowly through pursed lips. Good. Now tuck those toes. Come into your first down dog. Feet hip width apart, hands shoulder width apart. And again, just move. Move freely. You can alternate left and right heels down to the ground. You can move your hips left or right. Just experiment by moving a little bit in your down dog, adding a little bit of movement, and then reconnect with that breath. Good. Now coming to your plank. Just noticing the lightness in your plank when you reconnect with your breath. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through pursed lips. Good. Lower yourself down nice and slow. Coming into Sphinx posture. Your hands one arm length away. And again, just have a little bit of movement in by breathing. Inhale through your nose, just swing side to side. And then tucking those toes, coming into melted heart again, just a little bit of movement. Breathe, find your breath. Good, come all the way back down. Bring those hands, push yourself back to a child's pose. This time we're going to go into a little figure 8 motion with your hips. So you're going to go side to side, up and around. So go in one direction that feels good to you. Find your breath. Good, and then pause and then go in the opposite direction. Challenge yourself to go in the opposite direction with those figure 8. Nice figure 8 circles with your hips. Find your breath. Reconnect with your breath every time. Good. Tuck those toes. Come back to your down dog. Feet hip width apart, hands shoulder width apart. And then just breathe. And then on your exhale, just bring those knees just to hover right above and then back up. Good. Exhale, knees hover. Good. Just adding a little bit of movement in your down dog. Good. Now come back to plank. Notice the wrists, elbows, shoulders stacked on top of each other. Breathe. Find your breath. And then on your exhale, lower yourself down nice and slow. Back to Sphinx posture. Your hands are one arm's length away, palms down. Find your breath. Good. Tuck those toes. Come back into melted heart. Find your breath. And then bringing those hands to the top of the mat. Push up into plank and then back to down dog. Left foot middle of the mat. Right foot comes up nice and high. And then exhale, bring that right foot through. And then drop your back knee onto the ground. We're going to reach up with our left hand. Find your breath here. Good. Exhale that left hand forward, right hand back. A little bit of a twist. Find your breath. Exhale down. That left hand beside your right foot. Right hand straight up to the ceiling. Reconnect with your breath. Good. Reach that right hand back. You can stay here and just breathe, or you can connect your foot with your hand. Nice quad stretch on the left side. Breathe. Good. Exhale that foot back down. Bring both hands on the inside of that right foot. And then walk your right foot over to the right corner of the mat. Even point the toes to the right corner of the mat. And then lift that knee up off the ground into lizard lunge. Find your breath. And then raise that right hand nice and high. Breathe. And then point the right hand to the back. You're going to come onto the outsides of both feet. Nice hip opener on the right side. Just find your breath. Good. Bring that hand back around. Walk that foot back to middle. Come onto your back knee and straighten out that right leg. Keep that right foot flexed and then find your breath. Good. Plant those hands top of the mat. Bring that right foot back to three-legged dog. And then on the exhale, bring the knee into your chest. Exhale back to plank. Lower yourself down nice and slow. Hands up, feet up off the mat. Breathe. Find your breath. Good. Push back to child's pose. Tuck those toes, come into your down dog. Feet hip width apart, hands shoulder width apart. Breathe. Right foot, middle of the mat. Left foot comes up nice and high. And then on your exhale, bring that left foot through and come on to the back knee. Left hand on your left thigh, right hand straight up. Find your breath. Good. Right hand forward, left hand back into a little bit of a twist. Reconnect with your breath. Exhale that right hand down, left hand straight up. Find your breath. And then reach that left hand back. You can stay here and breathe into that left hip, or you can reconnect with your right foot into a little bit of a quad stretch on the right side. Wherever you're at, just breathe. Find your breath. Good. Exhale, release that foot. Bring both hands on the inside now. Walk that left foot over to the left corner of the mat. And then pop that knee up into lizard lunge. Find your breath. Right hand, middle of the mat. Left hand comes straight up. Breathe. And then reach that left hand behind you. Come on the outsides of both feet. Find your breath. Good. Bring that hand back around. Walk that left foot back to center. Come onto your knee. Straighten out that left leg. Keep that left foot flexed. Find your breath. Good. Bend the knee, plant the hands. Come back into your three-legged dog. Exhale, bring that left knee into your chest. And then exhale back to plank. Lower yourself down nice and slow. Right cheek to the mat, hands to your sides. Palms up. Take a deep awareness breath here. And on the exhale, just want you to take a mindful moment to pause the body and just relax. Just breathe normally here, but just let everything settle it. The rhythm of your breath and the release of your muscles, just let everything settle for a moment here. Good. Take another deep breath in. And on the exhale, going to bring our head up to the top of the mat now. Going to bring our hands out, feet up, palms are down, and we're breathing here. Find your breath. It's like you're soaring through the air like a bird. Find your breath and just reconnect with that nice rhythm. Good. And then on the next exhale, bring those hands, just hover them above the ground. Find your breath. And then bring those hands beside your hips. Come up a little higher. Breathe. And on the next exhale, left cheek to the mat, hands to your sides. Take a deep awareness breath. And on the exhale, let everything settle. Good. Take another deep breath in. And on the exhale, you're going to push yourself back to a child's pose. Just your fingertips touching the mat. Bring your head down. Find your breath. And when you're ready, tuck those toes, come into your down dog, feet hip width apart, hands shoulder width apart. Breathe into that dog. On your next exhale, look up towards your hands and then step through to seated and come onto your backs. Bring your hands out, palms up, knees into your chest. Now we're going to exhale, bring the knees over to the left and kick that top leg straight. Good. You can pause it here. It feels good to straighten that leg out as much as you can. And then inhale, transfer over to the other side. Exhale, kick the top leg straight. And you can stay here for as long as that feels good to you. And then when you're ready, inhale, transition other side. Exhale, kick that top leg straight. Just keep going back and forth now, going at your own pace. Find a rhythm that works for you. And then on your next exhale, bring the knees to touch. Bend those knees, hands out, palms up. Take a deep awareness breath. And on the exhale, again, just pause for a moment of stillness. Just to notice how you feel and to let everything settle. Good. Take another deep awareness breath. And on the exhale, going to bring our hands just underneath our knees now. We're going to start by just rocking back and forth. And every time we rock to one side, our elbow kind of touches the ground. And that's as far as we're going to go. So as soon as your elbow touches the ground, but then we're going to challenge ourselves a little bit by doing little figure eight motions with your knee. So go in one direction that feels comfortable to you. Keep those knees fairly close together and just work your figure eight motion. And then at some point you're going to pause and go in the opposite direction. Challenge yourself to go in the direction that maybe feels a little bit awkward to you. Just try to reestablish the rhythm. Connect with your breath. Inhale through your nose. Good. Exhale through pursed lips with this figure eight motion of your hips. Good. On your next exhale, bring the feet back down. Keep your knees bent. Bring the hands out to the side. Take another deep awareness breath. And on the exhale, pause. Notice. Just breathe normally here. Good. Take another deep awareness breath. And on the exhale, now we're going to bring the knees back up. You're going to cross the left knee over the right. You can reach your hands up and grab opposite angles if that feels good to you. And then you're just going to rock back and forth. Just reconnect with the breath. Just allow the rocking and your breath to help release any tension in this area. And if you're up for an extra challenge, move your hips in that figure eight motion once again. Try to find a rhythm. Up, down, and around. Going in the direction that feels good to you, but then we're going to pause. And you're going to challenge yourself to go in the opposite direction now. Little figure eight motion. Reconnect with your breath. Good. On your next exhale, unwind the legs and then switch. So right knee over top of the left. Wherever you're at, grabbing ankles or just having your hands down, start by going side to side. Keep both feet flexed. And then once that feels good, see if you can get into that figure eight motion with your hips once again. Find your breath. Pause your motion. Go in the opposite direction. Good. On your exhale, unwind the legs. Bring the legs straight down. Hands down. Palms up. Take a deep awareness breath here. And on the exhale, just take a mindful moment to let everything settle. Good. Take another deep breath in. And on the exhale, we're going to lift our head up off the mat, our hands up just an inch or two, and our feet inch or two. And then we're just going to let everything drop. And as we lay in Shavasana, I'm going to bring your awareness to certain parts of your body. You're not going to physically move these parts. You're just going to be aware of these parts. We're going to start by bringing your awareness to your right thumb. Just feel your right thumb. Right index finger. Middle finger. Ring finger. Little finger. Bring your awareness to the palm of the right hand. Wrist. Elbow. Shoulder. Bring your awareness to the entire right arm. Good. Take a deep awareness breath. And on the exhale, bring your awareness to your left thumb. Index finger. Middle finger. Ring finger. Little finger. Bring your awareness to the palm of the left hand. Wrist. Elbow. Shoulder. Bring your awareness to the entire left arm. And take a deep awareness breath. And on the exhale, just lay very still and allow all the benefits of your practice to sink in. As you lay, reconnect with your breath. As you inhale, I want you to feel your right hand. And on the exhale, feel your left. In right, out left. In right, out left. Just keep going back and forth. If your mind wanders, bring it back to your breath. Bring it back to the inner body energy you feel in your hands. Without moving, take a deep awareness breath. And on the exhale, just lay very still for a moment and notice how you feel right now. Good. Take another deep breath in. And on the exhale, start to bring some movement back into the body, first by wiggling your fingers and your toes. And then moving your wrists and your ankles. Reaching your hands up overhead, stretching left and then right on your own time. And then when you're ready, one knee at a time, bring your knees into your chest and just rock back and forth. And then rolling on to one side. Just allow your head to rest on your bicep. Take a deep awareness breath here. And on the exhale, give yourself gratitude for making this a priority today. Slowing down your busy thoughts, bringing your breath back into balance, and the physical benefits of moving and breathing at your own pace. Take one more deep awareness breath. And on the exhale, just push yourself up to a seated position. Warm your hands in a sense of gratitude. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Bring your hands down. Take one last deep awareness breath. And on the exhale, I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you.